All right, so I kind of stopped the first video and I just immediately started this one because I just want to get all the stuff out that I want to say, right? This is so important for people who are in college or are thinking of college, because it's the make or break for, you know, the 4 years that you're there. It can really determine how your 20s will be shaped, and perhaps even in, farther, maybe into like your 30s or 40s. It is so important to just take initiative. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my first video. That kind of gives some more context into what I'm saying. But really, it's all about just habits and everything that you need to know when you're about to go to college. So that way, when you go in, you are not ill-informed and you are ready to roll. You're ready to go and study and do your best and get that degree. So I wrapped up my third point, which is good habits and things you should be doing in college. Fourth point that I want to discuss, at least as far as helping those who are thinking of college, is motivation, right? I've talked to a lot of people who are struggling in their classes because they couldn't find the necessary motivation that they needed to get through their studies, right? A lot of people are victims to this. A lot of people, when they fail the first time and they try again, they are reminded of their failure, and that actually detracts from their performance when they, go and try again. And it's like a never-ending cycle. I believe it's commonly referred as a rut, where you're just stuck in something. You can't really get past it because your own mind is your worst enemy. Well, I think some of the and again, this is just for me, right? This is what I did. This is not something that I recommend for everyone, because it's not going to work. I know it's not going to work for everyone, but at the very least, I can share with you what I did to kind of help ease my way through that feeling of failure. Because in my second year of college, went to Penn State for 4 years, got a degree in mechanical engineering. I was not necessarily the best student in my in my second year. I think I ended with like a GPA of like 2.7. It was bad, dude. It was really bad. Thankfully, I rebounded quite heavily, and I ended my degree on a high note. I got, I think it was a 3.4 overall, like cumulative. Like, I was pretty proud of that. So let's just dive right into what I did, right? So I think my second year, it was electromagnetic physics. And keep in mind, this is mechanical engineering. You're going to be forced to take electromagnetic physics whether you like it or not. It's horrible, I know, but just find a good teacher, right? Find a good teacher. But one of the things that I know is that motivation is driven by two things: fear or success. And a lot of people grow up on the motivator of fear. Why? Because it's instilled to them by their parents. Oh, you're not going to do good in school? Well, guess what? We're going to take away your gaming console. We're going to take away your toys, everything you know, until you do good, right? That's failure. Now, the difference between that and success is, if you're not going to do good in school, you're going to just not achieve what you want to achieve. And really just depends on, depends on whether or not you want something that much. Like for me, I had a really deep understanding of what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a mechanical engineer, or at least a really good engineer. I wanted to be good at what I did, but I wanted to be good because I wanted good stuff. I hated the crap that I have. I hated having a slow computer. I hated having, no money, so I couldn't mod my car. this is a 2007 Civic, by the way. It's got like this little fancy like screen that I got off of Amazon. But I didn't know what I would do if I didn't succeed. I guess I didn't know what I would do to get all this crap if I didn't succeed in college. And that's really what I wanted. I was fine. I was okay with my standard of living beforehand, but I just wanted more. And I knew if I didn't do good, then I was not going to get what I wanted. Instead of like, oh, if I didn't do good, then I'm just going to be a failure, and that's going to, take me into a miserable route. That's a motivator for a lot of people. And I think that, changing my motivator to success, or being motivated by success, was probably the best decision I've ever made. And you've done it when you learn how to forget to be scared of failing. It's like, oh shit. And again, I know I'm cursing, but whatever. Again, like, you could be bad at what you do. You could not know what you're doing at all. But as long as you keep trying, you don't think about failure, well then, what's stopping you, right? But again, it is easier said than done. People naturally, instinctively, they're scared of things, and that's just how it's gonna be. I mean, you ever play like a horror game or something? You watch a horror movie, you're gonna be scared out of your pants. That's natural. That's just human instinct. So then how do you change that? Well, you change it, first thing first, you change it by changing the people that surround you. You want to be surrounded by people with passion about what they do. And it doesn't even have to be passion in their major. Like, they could be passionate about the video games they play. They could be passionate about the movies they watch, their sport. It doesn't have to be about school. Having that, oh, I need to win mentality around you really helps you a lot. And like I said in my first video, go out and meet people. Please go out and meet people. Because the more you do that, the more chances are you will meet someone with that mentality. And that changes everything, right? And the second part of that success factor is, how do you even begin to take footing on that level of success? Well, you need to develop a plan. Yeah, of course, blah blah blah. You need to develop a plan. I sound like a guidance counselor, I know, but you need to coordinate not only with yourself but with other people. College is actually really just a social experiment if you think about it. Everything that you do in college should be about studying and connecting. But how do you study? Well, you need to form good studying habits. And I know TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, they have ruined so many people's attention span, and they were about to ruin mine too. But I stopped consuming it. I only consume it maybe 10, 15 minutes a day, if I even think about it during that day. I've just stopped. It's terrible. Watch long form content, please. Don't stop watching short form content. It's ruining you, and you don't even realize it. All right, unless you're like a creator and you love that stuff and it does get you money, or maybe you have a business to promote. Keep using it. Keep producing short form content. Keep producing content just in general. But if you're a consumer, you need to know what you're consuming. Like, not even just the content, but the form of the media itself is so important. And if you just stop and you think about your attention span and you develop better habits, and what are these better habits? Well, these better habits can be just going outside, taking a nice hearty walk. Please don't take a walk in pitch black, especially if you're in college. That's a bad way to get wrapped into some drunk, party goer nonsense. Oh my goodness, that those headlights are ridiculous. I think I can go, right? No, I can't go. Okay, I can go. Jesus Christ. What the hell? Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, short form content. Get it out of your life, please. I mean it. You need to get it out in order to develop study habits, and those study habits could be going out for a walk, jogging, maybe walking your pet if you own a pet, really locking in and just consuming longer form content. Because what are they going to do? Summarize? You can't learn from something that was summarized in 5 seconds. You got to learn with repetition, right? Watch something over and over and over again in order to learn. And it can't be something short. It has to be something well thought out, well explained. At the very least, have an explanation on something that you're stuck on. Be better than what I'm trying to tell you. My explanation is horrible because I just started YouTube, but that's one way to help change your motivator, is just how to, just get off short form content, get off your distractions in general. Like social media, you don't need to check the snap that, your boy sends you every day. I mean, yeah, you can when you have free time, but free time doesn't necessarily involve time that you're using to study. You can just look at your phone at any moment's glance, and that's it. You're already distracted. Stop doing that. There's a saying, a journey of 1,000 steps or something. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. That first step is you getting off the damn phone. It's that damn phone. I'm telling you, get off of it. My roommate, who is currently studying for accounting, he was on his phone all day at certain points of our time together, and I'm like, dude, get off. Like, you've done nothing productive. And he was like, oh, I'm just having fun, just lazing around. Okay, what? Yeah, sure, you're having fun, but I know it's ruining your attention span because you're constantly looking for that dopamine. You need to be bored in order to change things. That's how it starts. And if you want to change your motivator, you need to be bored. You need to be willing to take that first step to change your motivator from fear to being motivated by success. And how you do that is by being bored enough to draw out a plan. You see what I'm going with? I guess that's kind of really like the whole point of the video, but that's how you do good. That's half of college. Now, of course, there's plenty of mental issues that need to be discussed. I can't really discuss them all because it's a complex issue that I might honestly dive into some of my experiences with that in a different video, but for now, let's leave it at that. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll definitely be pushing out some more advice in the coming days, but for now, let's just see how well received it is. I mean, maybe some people might have hot takes, some people might have good takes. It doesn't hurt to know, and that's a very important thing, because accepting criticism is your duty as a college student. It's so easy to spot someone, even if they're an engineer or a lawyer or a doctor. It's so easy to spot someone who doesn't take anything, not even remotely helpful criticism, because if they're willing to just block themselves out from differing points of view, then what is the point of even going to college to learn? You're learning about other people's experiences, as well as forging your own, on top of studying your academics and getting your degree, obviously. But in order to network, you need to be able to communicate well with people. And part of that communication is criticism. Whether we like it or not, that's a part of it. And thankfully for me, I already knew how to deal with that well enough because I was a musician. I played the violin back when I was in grade school for many years, and I had private lessons, and there was always something I was doing wrong. So please criticize me. It helps. That's how I grow. That's how a lot of people grow, right? Yeah, but aside from that, there's some key points that I wanted to make. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to watch more of my stuff, stay tuned. I'm going to post more, right? Catch you later.